Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Batman The Knight, number 7. This is 7 of 10. We are so close to the end of the series. As you can see, very cool cover, having a lot to do with magic, so you probably guess who's behind Bruce in this issue. Uh, if you're not familiar with this story, The Knight follows Bruce before he was Batman. As he trains in different places with different people. This is probably one of my favorite issues because of the inclusion of some really cool characters, which I'll talk about in a minute. But this book is written by Chip Zdarsky, who is also writing Batman, with art by the amazing Carmine, the Giandomenico, colors by Adrian, Plascencia, and letters by Brosseau. So magic is in the air as Bruce Wayne travels to New York City to study under the legendary John Satara and his daughter Satana. But there's dark magic on the loose in the Big Apple, and Bruce's path towards becoming Batman must cross it. Will a man who's training his body and mind to combat crime be ready for a spiritual threat? Now, if you are at all familiar with Batman, you know that, like Superman, magic is one of his blind spots and weaknesses because he doesn't fully understand magic. He's not a practitioner, and for a lot of it, he might even be a non-believer. So I'm really enjoying what they're doing here. I love the inclusion of Satara and Satana. Like, they're two of my favorite characters when it comes to the magic stuff. I've always really loved too the relationship between Satana and Bruce. So I hope that the seeds that are being planted here come back to fruition in the main series. And also, it's really interesting to see New York in the DC universe, because we know that Gotham City is a bit of an analog for that. It's even mentioned in the book. So let's take a look at some preview art, because as I mentioned, Giandomenico and Plascencia are doing an amazing job here. I love here. So Bruce is, well, we first, let's start with this a setup page that tells us that there's something going on in the Big Apple. This is probably Central Park or something like that. I would imagine, just from, I love the lack of color in this first page. It really tells you that there's something going on. Very dark tones. Obviously, is closer to nighttime, but the fact that the grass isn't green really points at something being wrong to me. Like, even if it's just an aesthetic choice. And then we move on to, like I mentioned, Bruce training, but he's training in deception and magic, as far as like practical deception, escaping from this stuff, like all that, not real, not like magic. So it's very interesting. At this point, Bruce doesn't even know magic is real, but he'll soon find out. And like I mentioned, I love the relationship with him and Satara. Satara, as one of the mentors that trained Batman, is just a really, really fun thing. And we see here that Satara is kind of a broken man at this point. So I love that aspect of the relationship, because both of them are kind of, very damaged. And then here comes some sunlight into their bleak world with Satana. I love the design of the character. She is a lot younger. Both of them are at this point. So yeah, I really, really like I mentioned, I love their relationship, as far as like them interacting with each other. Really fun, because at this point, Satana is so lively when compared to Bruce. Like, she's definitely the other side of that coin when it comes to their approach to life. So yeah, really interesting stuff. I'm really enjoying the series, and like I mentioned, I hope some of this stuff comes back in the main series. Which, if you haven't started reading, we have a review for issue 125 on the channel. Make sure to go check that out. Also, we have a video of what just happened in Batman 125. What is failsafe? Who might have been hurt, shot, died, all that stuff. So yeah, make sure to come back and check some of these videos out. Let us know if you picked up this issue. I will have some variant covers at the end of the video. So as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Sundays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned, because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff. So as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.